Hi, good evening, good morning, or afternoon. So glad you're joining me again on my channel, wherever you're seeing this video from, be it on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. Thanks for your support. Thanks for always checking out what this fine girl is always trying to talk about. This evening, I'm not here to with a specific podcast script or title or topic. And I don't have any guest on my show today. It's just me and my thoughts. Today has been quite unproductive because I've been sitting with my thoughts. It's just been me just thinking about where I'm coming from and how life, how my life has evolved till now. And if you've been following my channel on YouTube, the Rhoda 360 podcast, you would know that I talk a lot about childhood trauma. And some people will ask, I've seen some people giving me this look of, why childhood trauma? Why won't you talk about, as a professional, why won't you talk about something that, issues that will bring more recognition and even money? I mean, I'm a professional, I'm a pharmacist, I have a pharmacy background at least, although I'm not practicing anymore. I'm a researcher, I have diverse skills. But then I decided to talk about childhood trauma. I'm not doing this because I am a psychologist. No, I'm not a clinical psychologist. Any psychological knowledge I have, or any knowledge of psychology at all that I have is from books I've read or things I've decided to know about myself. I'm doing this because it's my journey. It's part of my journey. And I know that with the kind of responses I get whenever I post my videos, the kind of DMs I get, it's not just me going through this. It's just that a lot of us will not talk about it. Many people will not talk about childhood trauma. Many people do not even want to revisit it because it hurts. And revisiting it, well, two things. It would either start or help your healing, or will make you open up a pain you've decided to just bury. Whichever way, I hope it goes well for you. Now, my story of childhood experience, adverse childhood experience, is something that I would not wish for my enemies or my enemies' children. I wouldn't wish for anyone to go through it. It's sad. I have so many questions today, right? But my story is so unique that I do not have anyone to actually ask or anyone to actually truthfully answer these questions. So on these kind of days, I'm left with my thoughts. I'm left with my imaginations. I'm left with thinking, what was, how was, what could it have been like? Nobody to answer anything. And I know how deep and how much the impact of the emotional and psychological trauma I went through as a child. I know the impact it had on me. I know the impact it had on some of the decisions I made as a teenager, right to my younger adult life. And until I started becoming aware of what it was, because I didn't even have a name for whatever was happening around me. I just knew that my life was different from the life of people in my generation, right? So my relationship with my parent or the parent I grew up with was quite, special, quite unique, well different from other girls like me who grew up in, single family households like I did. And aside the impact on my decision making, there were also, or there are still burdens, deep burdens that I carried for a while until I decided that this thing, this curse, this burden, this yoke was going to end with me because I have kids and I love my kids. It's strange to actually tell someone you love your kids because everyone will expect that a mom would love her kids. But in my case, it wasn't so. So yeah. So because I love my kids, I wouldn't want some kind of things to flow through me to them. So I knew that it had to stop. It had to stop. While I'm not here to share my story deeply tonight, there were just thoughts that I've been sitting with because today is one of those special days. Yes, a remembrance of a family member that passed a few years ago. And one would have wanted to, sit with this person or sit with people that could actually answer questions relating to this person. But it's okay. It's okay. I guess life just happens and we move on, right? We move on. A few days ago, I sat with a psychiatrist that talked about how abuse in childhood affects adults across the lifespan, the growing child, teenage years, younger adulthood, middle age, and even older adults. And if you've not watched that, please go to Rhoda 360 on YouTube or Spotify at Rhoda 360, RHODA 360, and it's there. She's a psychiatrist, UK-based psychiatrist, and she broke down the clinical aspect of this. And in my previous videos, I've been talking about how this kind of trauma affects career, the decisions we make as adults and everything. I won't stop here. I know my podcast is tilting towards career growth, positivities around moving forward and everything. But once in a while, I'll also be talking about the effects that childhood trauma has on adults, in different spheres of life. So if you're interested in this topic as a professional, as a housewife, as a man, because I know men do not really like to talk about this, please just DM me. I'm happy to have you, to have a sit down with you, either on my podcast, either the YouTube, the video version, or even the audio version if you don't want to face the camera. We could just have a sit down so that we could share this and more people will get to realize this. What I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to hold anybody accountable and trying to hold on to unforgiveness. No, I have forgiven everyone that hurts me as a child or anyone that used whatever I went through as a child to hurt me even as adult. And I hope people also forgive me for the mistakes I've made in my relationships with them too. What I'm trying to do is to spread awareness. Look, these things exist as adults now. How do we heal from it? How do we help the generation after us not to suffer what we had suffered? Yeah, so please subscribe, watch, subscribe, engage, support this movement. And I'll see you in the next couple of videos and talks. Bye.